Hey kids, gonna make ratatouille tonight. Let me show you what I have out ready for the cook. Okay, let me show you what I got out here so far. I've got out my porcelain covered cast iron dish, which I really love. Makes it great. And I have the raw veggies already been prepped, cleaned, just ready to dice up and put in there. So let's start off here with some garlic and onion. I have some zucchini, some yellow squash, about 3/4 of a really large green pepper, some jalapeno peppers. This is some of the trifold or tricolor peppers as well, and an eggplant, which I have peeled so that we can chop it up. So let me get this warmed up on the stove so I can put my oil and garlic in, and then we'll start cooking. Okay, the first thing I did is I coarsely chopped up some garlic, and I took my onion, I sliced it down in half and then quartered it, and this is the big pieces. I'm going to leave them in that large when we go into the skillet. So this is what we're going to get ready to put in there in just a minute, as soon as the oil gets hot. Okay, oil is hot enough, I think. I'm going to dump in our garlic and our onions. We're going to start just to saute them a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to chop up some more of the other vegetables. So I'm going to get my spatula out here. Oops, made a lot of noise on that one. And just toss them around a little bit and let them start to saute. Alrighty, see what's next. Alright, while the onions and the garlic were sauteing, I went ahead and chopped up the rest of the vegetables. Nothing's big, just or nothing super big, I should say, something on a medium size. I'll show you here in just a minute. But the next thing we're going to dump in is our zucchini and our squash and our eggplant. That's the zucchini. Yeah, some of them aren't very green because the ones I got at the store were still frozen again. And some squash and some eggplant. Just going to dump all that in there. Alright, we'll let that start to slowly cook through for a couple minutes. This is a good way to use up all your leftover squashes and any bad peppers that you have that just need to be worked up instead of thrown away. And as you can see, those chunks are pretty big. I didn't make anything really tiny. They're all, I'd say probably about a 3/4 of an inch cube or something like that, half inch cube. Alright, I'm going to let this saute for a little bit. Okay, so that's been cooking just for a few minutes or so, not a whole long. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to season it with a little bit of salt and some white black pepper, and put the lid on it there for a little bit and just let it steam. So this is my white black pepper. White pepper, not white black pepper. Just a little bit. And some salt. This is a sea salt. And we're going to stick the lid on it here and then just let it cook for about 5-10 minutes or so and then come back. Okay, so those have been cooking for a few minutes or so. And I can see that the squash is starting to get tender. I'm stirring in the salt and pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add the peppers. What I got is, I got 3/4 or so of large green pepper, bell pepper there. Some tricolored peppers and some poblano. Actually, the poblano was first. And some chilies. So all 3 or 4 of those different peppers. So it's jalapeno peppers, green pepper, poblano peppers, and tricolor. Oops, there's one that's not good. And that's got a lot of good color to it, which is great. Now, also what we're going to add to this is, if I can keep myself from being tongue-tied this afternoon, is I'm going to add some basil and thyme. And we'll add that here in just a moment. Okay, so I got my spices out now. Add a little bit of dried basil. And just a pinch, 3-finger pinch. And some thyme. then the next thing I want to add is this right here, which is some home canned onion and peppers that I did, and that'll be in place of adding tomatoes, but you could put some Roma tomatoes in there if you wanted some. Oh, that's smelling good. I'm going to pop the lid on that thing and stick it in here and get it all swirled up. Alright, so I just dumped the home canned tomato, pepper, and onion mixture on top of this. I'm just going to gently fold this in to get it incorporated here a little bit. And that'll add all the tomato really that we need, I think, for this. As soon as I get it all mixed up here, I'm going to put the lid on it and just let it simmer. And that'll be nice. It looks good. Smelling good. Alright, I think that's about it for now. We'll put the lid on it. Go over here and grab my lid. And just let it cook for a while. And we'll check back on it in a bit. I've been letting it cook for quite a while, and that's what it looks like. I tasted it. It's wonderful. I hope you enjoy it.